Picture this. You are outside for one stupidly ordinary reason. Walking back to your car, taking out the trash, crossing a school parking lot, maybe cutting across an open field because it saves 2 minutes and your day is apparently worth gambling against the atmosphere. The sky looks wrong. Not dramatic yet, just wrong. Too green, too low, too heavy. The wind has that strange stop-start rhythm. Then the air goes still. That silence is not peace. It is setup. You hear a distant siren, then another. You look up, cloud base rotating, debris lifting somewhere too far away to feel real and too close to ignore. And that is the exact moment your normal day gets canceled by physics. Because now you are not outside in bad weather. You are outside near a tornado. That difference matters, a lot. A tornado is not just strong wind. That is the first mistake people make. It is a violently rotating column of air connected to a thunderstorm and reaching toward the ground. It can pull debris upward, throw objects sideways, collapse structures, shatter glass, rip branches free, turn loose objects into projectiles. The funnel gets the attention. The wind field does the work. That is what makes it deadly. The visible core is bad. The invisible part around it is bad enough. And you are standing in it with skin, bones, lungs, and some very outdated confidence. If you are outside during a tornado warning, do not waste time filming the sky. Move to a sturdy building immediately. At first, it does not even look fast. That is another lie. Tornadoes distort distance. The scale is wrong. The motion is wrong. Your brain keeps trying to fit it into a normal category. Storm, wind, rain. Maybe I can outrun this. No. What you are actually seeing is a rotating system big enough to rearrange cars, roofs, signs, fences, and people. Then the wind hits for real. One hard shove, then another. Your clothes snap against your body. Dust stings your face. Tiny bits of grit hit your cheeks and eyelids. You lean forward just to stay upright. Now walking becomes work. Now breathing changes. Now the open space around you starts feeling like a terrible design choice. Your body reacts fast. Adrenaline spikes. Heart rate climbs. Breathing gets shallow. Vision narrows. Fine motor control starts slipping. That last one matters, because survival outside is not just about speed. It is about decision-making under stress. And panic is a famously stupid architect. You stop thinking in layers. You think in flashes. Car, tree, ditch, run, phone, turn around. Where is it? How close is it? Too many choices, not enough time, terrible conditions. Then the sound changes. People describe tornadoes like freight trains because human language likes shortcuts. But up close, it is uglier than that. It is a layered roar. Wind, metal, branches, loose objects striking things they were not supposed to meet at speed. And somewhere inside all that noise is the moment you realize the debris is arriving before the tornado does. That is when this stops being a weather problem. It becomes an impact problem. This is why being outside is so dangerous. You are exposed, not just to wind pressure but to debris, wood fragments, roof shingles, broken branches, loose gravel, sheet metal, glass, trash cans, traffic cones, fence pieces. Anything not anchored becomes a weapon with no loyalty and no aim. The human body does badly against fast-moving objects. Head trauma, eye injury, broken fingers when you raise your hands too late, cuts, bruises, rib damage, concussion. Worse, if something heavy finds you, and heavy things do find people. Do not shelter under an overpass. Do not stay near vehicles. Do not stand near trees or power lines. Now the timeline gets mean. The first few seconds you still believe this is manageable. You jog. Then the crosswind hits. It shoves your left shoulder sideways. Your foot lands wrong. Your balance goes sloppy. You try to correct. Bad luck. A branch snaps loose and cartwheels across the pavement ahead of you. Now you hesitate. That hesitation costs distance. Distance becomes exposure. Exposure becomes pain. A sharp piece of debris clips your arm. Not deep, not dramatic. Just enough to tell your nervous system that things are officially real now. Then something smaller strikes your cheek, then your ear, then your back, and now you are flinching before every sound. This is where coordination starts to erode. Under intense stress, your muscles tighten, your shoulders rise, your movements get jerky, your hands lose precision, your breathing sits too high in your chest. That makes running worse, seeing clearly worse, judging distance worse. You become less efficient exactly when efficiency matters most. Elegant little design flaw. Humans are excellent at making coffee, terrible at staying calm while the sky starts throwing hardware. The wind gets stronger again, not steady, pulsing. That is important, because pulsing wind tricks people into false hope. 1 second feels survivable, the next one nearly takes your feet out from under you. You crouch, you stand, you run, you stop. You look around for cover that should have been chosen earlier. A parked car looks tempting. It always does. Solid, familiar, close. Bad shelter. Cars can roll, windows can explode, metal can crumple, and even if the tornado does not lift it, debris can turn the inside into a glass storm. A lone tree looks tempting too. Also bad. Branches break, trunks fail. Debris still reaches you. Open ground with false confidence is how people end up in stories told by other people. Best option: sturdy building, interior room, lowest level if available. Outside, your only goal is the nearest real shelter, not the nearest thing that feels comforting. But maybe you do not have a building. Maybe you are in a field, a roadside, a park, a huge empty lot. Now your options get uglier. You cannot fight the wind. You cannot outrun the debris. You cannot negotiate with distance. So survival becomes reduction. Get lower. Protect your head. Stay away from anything that can fall, fly, or collapse. If no sturdy shelter exists, a low ditch can be safer than open flat ground. Not safe, safer. Important difference. Why lower matters is simple. Wind speed near the ground can be lower than wind speed higher up. And your body presents less surface area when you are down. Less body for the air to grab. Less body for debris to hit. Still dangerous. Still awful. Still a last resort. But last resorts are often what reality hands out. So you drop. Face down if debris is not directly striking your face. Arms over the back of your head and neck. Mouth angled so you can breathe. Body as small as possible. And then you wait inside the ugliest minute of your day. What does that feel like? Loud first, then dirty, then deeply confusing. The ground shakes from impacts you cannot track. Your face presses into wet grass or gravel. Dust fills your nose. Rain needles your skin. Loose debris skitters past with terrifying little sounds that mean big things nearby are breaking apart. Your ears struggle to sort the noise. Your mind keeps asking whether the worst part has arrived yet. It probably has not. That is the cruel part. Sometimes the outside edge hits you first. Sometimes debris reaches you first. Sometimes the strongest circulation misses by enough to leave you alive and convinced you understood what happened. You did not. You only sampled it. Mentally, fear narrows time. 10 seconds feels long. 30 feels endless. A minute feels like you have been abandoned by the clock. Your thoughts get primitive. Head down, stay still. Please miss me, please miss me, please miss me. No speeches, no grand revelations, just nervous system mathematics. Pain, noise, pressure, survival. And if larger debris arrives, your body may not get a second chance to adapt. That is the whole point. Tornadoes do not need to touch you directly to ruin you. They just need access. The common mistakes are brutally predictable. People waste time looking for the funnel instead of moving. People stay with their car because it feels like property equals safety. People run toward partial cover that collapses. People freeze because their brain wants more certainty before action. You are not getting certainty. You are getting weather moving faster than your decision-making. Act early or suffer late. Those are usually the options. If you are outside and a tornado is close, stop trying to confirm every detail. Commit to shelter. Indecision is exposure. Then slowly the roar starts to shift, not vanish, shift. The pressure eases. The debris thins. The wind loses that organized violence and becomes ordinary storm chaos again. This is when people make another mistake. They stand too soon. Do not. Because secondary hazards stay behind. Broken glass, power lines, sharp debris, unstable walls, fallen branches, live wires in water, panicked traffic, confused people moving badly in a damaged space. The tornado may be gone. The scene it built is still working. Your body after this may shake uncontrollably. That does not always mean severe cold. It can be adrenaline crash. Hands trembling, leg weakness, dry mouth, fast pulse, nausea, delayed pain, confusion. A person can look okay and still be hurt. Head injuries do that. Shock does that. Stress does that. So once you are sheltered, you check. Can you think clearly? Can you see clearly? Can you move everything? Are you bleeding? Is anyone nearby trapped or injured? Because surviving the wind is only step one. Turns out the atmosphere is generous. It leaves cleanup. So what is the final truth here? If you are caught outside during a tornado, the danger is not just the funnel. It is the empty space around you, the exposure, the debris, the bad choices panic makes feel reasonable, the few seconds you waste because your day still looks normal in your head after it has already turned lethal. That is how people lose this. Not always with one giant cinematic moment. Sometimes with 10 small wrong decisions in a row. A tornado does not need to swallow you whole to kill you. It just needs to catch you out in the open. What would you trust first in that moment? Your instincts or actual shelter?